We're used to New York and Los Angeles as settings for the latest reality shows, but Boston? A Taunton native by the name of Katie Boyd is putting this city on the map with her new show, Wicked Fit.
Are you like having a baby, or are you like working out here? Why can't you do that? There's numbers and letters on a screen. Take your little Vienna sausage fingers, boom, 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 and then you press send. Okay? Thanks. Sorry. Think about you're sitting in a little tea chair or maybe a toilet. Faster! I'm not joking. I'm so tired and I have drinks to drink. I'm sweating like a fat lady in a caravan with no AC.
In the show, the sharp-tongued and sassy trainer whips pageant contestants into shape. Boyd is a former beauty queen herself who uses some interesting techniques to motivate her clients. And Katie Boyd is here. Welcome, Katie.
Thank you for having me.
So how did this happen? How did you get discovered?
Oh, my gosh. So I opened Katie Boyd's Misfit Club, and hello, it's, play on words. And, what my passion really was going to work every day and training my clients. And then a woman was helping me sell vitamins out of the gym. And she said, you're so funny. I know this guy in L.A., and I think you would just be perfect for this show. And I said, okay, lady, whatever you say. And a month later, he flew out from L.A. His name is Peter Higgins, and he scouted me, and he fell in love with me, and he went to L.A. and pitched me, and the rest is all history.
Were they already planning to do some kind of a fitness show, and you kind of fit the bills?
Not at all. When we went out to L.A., we actually pitched to Bravo, to Style, to Oxygen, to VH1, and a plethora of other networks, and we really loved what Style was all about and how it's before meets after, so that was really important. So we ended up going with Style, and it was a great decision.
Now, a lot of these gals you train really they're beauty contestants themselves, right?
Yes. 50% of my clientele is actually Miss America and Miss USA contestants, and I've been competing in pageants since I was 4 years old. So
a lot.
Yeah, very long time. Since prehistoric ages, actually, I've been competing, and it was one of my loves. And when I retired from pageantry in 2005, I started training some of my friends just for fun, and they started winning national competitions. And I said, you know what? I'm going to make something out of this. And a couple of years later, Katie Boyd's Misfit Club was born, and we're rocking and rolling in Wellesley, and it's just, I'm having the time of my life.
Well, is there something different you have to do in training if you're a beauty contestant? Is it?
Well, a lot of it is about your psychology, because you have to keep such a positive attitude all the time. And a lot of the women that come in that are just like everyday, really in shape moms from the Wellesley area, they come in, they work out, and they do their thing. But when you're doing pageants, it's like a whole other level of having to be, confident in yourself, and, the nutrition is a huge part of the deal. So me being a trainer with these girls, I've walked on the stage. Yeah. I know what it's like to compete in a swimsuit in front of thousands, even millions of people when you're competing on the national level. So I get them, and I think that's what makes me so great at what I do.
I mean, I'm going to ask you bluntly, because you used to be a size 0.
Yes.
And you're not now. Nothing wrong with that.
Put a 1 in front of that, and then we'll talk.
I mean, what about the food part of this? I mean, a lot of these gals must starve themselves, or anorectic, or bulimic, or whatever it is.
Definitely, and that's the thing about my gym is we don't tolerate that. And when I do see that a girl has a problem, and I've been in this industry for over 25 years, I know what's what. And I won't train them. I'll actually say, you really need to go seek help. And I'll give them the number of people that can help them, because I'm not going to take a girl and break her down more than she's already broken down. And like you said, I was a size 0, and I did starve myself.
You're tall.
I'm a big girl. I'm big boned, as they'd like to say. But I'm really proud of who I am, and I've never been picked on in my entire life for my weight or my looks. And then being in the media, there's been such a huge backlash about my weight, and that's actually inspired me to start anti-bullying campaigns in this country.
Well, you're not exactly fat.
No, I'm not a fat girl, but I definitely, I love to eat. I love life.
And you're fit.
I am definitely fit. I could run on the treadmill 10 miles right now and not break a sweat, because I am physically fit. But I want to enjoy my life. My whole upbringing, I did pageants, so I was starving myself, and I was working out 3 hours a day, and I was miserable. And I want to teach girls in the pageant industry, and just everyday women, that there is a right and healthy way to stay in shape, and it doesn't mean you have to be a size 0.
Now, how do some of these people take your style? When you say to that woman, take your pudgy sausage finger and...
Yeah, that's my mother. I can talk to her like that. I can talk to her like that.
No wonder she gave you a sneer.
I know. She's good at giving me sneers. I've got lots of sneers in my lifetime. But, yeah, I mean, I'm just really sassy, and I think that my clients really love my attitude, because I will tell you, listen, simmer down now. But I also, at the same time, I really love my clients, and they know that and they see that. So I think it's like tough love, but it's also really fun in my gym, which is most important. I want women to come into my health club and say, oh my God, I had a lot of fun today. I got to speak to other women about women issues, and we do group classes there, which is not a lot of gyms, especially female-oriented gyms, do big classes like that. And, everybody talks about their kids and their husbands and their jobs, and it's just a great way for women to bond,
Now, when a reality TV crew comes in there, or 6 or 7 or however many they bring in to film a show, I mean, is some of it contrived? I mean, do they want you to be, exaggerate?
Like situational?
Yeah. That's a TV term.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know the lingo now. I would have to say that it's not contrived or situational. Everything that we do on the show is what we'd be doing in everyday life anyway. Like, I don't know if you've watched the show, but a lot of the show is like us doing boot camps, us having meetings, us going out to dinner or drinks, or being just like young women and having fun. And some of us are single, and some of us, are breaking up with boyfriends on the show. So it's kind of just all about just what we'd be doing in everyday life anyway. So it's just on a larger scale.
They do tell you to kick it up a bit.
I kick it up a bit because I'm Katie Boyd, so that's just all I'm used to doing. But I'm sure on other shows that they do really over-exaggerate some of the stuff. But
all right, so this is season 1. What do you think is going to happen here?
I'm not really sure. I mean, it's all about the fans. It's all about ratings and what the fans say. And we have a huge fan base right now, especially, for women all over the country that they want to feel good about themselves. I recently received a letter from a woman, and she was going to commit suicide. And she said that by watching my show and seeing how confident I am in my own skin really inspired her to get out there, start working out, and start loving who she is, no matter what. So for me, it's not even about the season 2 or anything. It's just about helping people and just spreading the love and women empowering women. That's what the show is really about. Yes, it's funny. Yes, we have drama. But at the end of the day, that's what I was put on this earth to do, is really to help other people.
Katie Boyd, pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. Thank you for having me.
All right, and you can catch Katie Boyd Wicked Fit, on the Style Network Sundays at 9. And that is it for Greater Boston. Be sure to tune into my radio show tomorrow on 89.7 WGBH for our Week in Review. Then tomorrow on Beat the Press, the Tim Tebow phenomenon, and how the media is dealing with his religious expressions. We'll have that and more tomorrow at 7. I'm Emily Rooney. Good night.